today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, his throw incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To the air, Allen. And Diggs has it. And able to to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A.J. Epinesa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember,
Singletary loses it, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And they'll run here with Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right.
Touchdown! It's complete. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Diablos are able to stretch out their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll run. It's Etienne. And he will have of a first down here at about the 40.
59 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
Wrap up.
Still moving. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And they run here with Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Fant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff for Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 6-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. We'll check on his status when we return. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Diablos are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Allen now on first down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, they go with Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game,
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we're at halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Hamler now to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And This offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give to Etienne running right.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
129 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Another tote for Etienne. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Now Etienne.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Etienne once more.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Diablos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, Allen. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Allen off the play fake. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And again, it's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice touchdown. Bills. The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Etienne with it. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. But they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now Allen again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pryor has it complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Gray. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Flush to his right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. And
this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, ETN once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 171 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run with ETN. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with ETN. And this time he is in. Yes. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Diablos are able to widen their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Throwing is Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, Cody Ford. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Allen. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And he'll go down at the 28. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here.